Okay, hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Tales of Arise on PlayStation 5. Why is it 20?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Could it be that tall blonde lady running around in just a swimsuit? I wish that was a normal thing. If rumors are to be believed, it's not just Zeugles who are out of control. Apparently a group of armored soldiers have started to rebel, too. For all we know, we may be seeing the start of some kind of uprising. Don't you think so? That's absurd. Who could possibly plot such a conspiracy and think they could get away with it? True, if you rebel against the Sovereign, you're rebelling against the entire Renan civilization. It's hard to say one way or another. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lennigus. We just know too little.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Sorry, allergies are just not great. Oh, a lot of money. Okay, I was like, what? I thought I could do some stuff, but no, I'm just out of money. Scrotum Renee, huh? Nice. Any Dark Mane? There's Manted Claw. Oh, she's Dark Mane too.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
What are we eating? Fruit sandwich, Eastern rice, and some pork buns. Those are amazing.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes! damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Oh, I guess we're not negotiating.
I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Wide open!
It won't escape me. Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Being interrupted.
It's almost too strong. Be my guest.
No further.
I'm grateful.
You're mine.
And your death.
Dragon takes it. Elusive deity.
Dragon War. Dragon War. And your sword. It's over. Here I come. Take this. No escape.
Elusive deity.
Sonic thrust.
Eating fire fiber.
You're mine. I'm not done. Burn it out. You're mine. We're not finished. Dragon War. And your sword.
Let me free you of the power.
Dragon War. The flame inside me. My demon. Burn in hell. No escape. Sonic thrust. And your sword. Dragon War. Double me. In an instant. Impact block.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
No, oh boy, look at that guy.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough.
In a bind.
Here I come. Begin. I'm not done.
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
Dragon War.
On your knees.
It's over.
Do it!
Sonic thrust. In an instant. Impact block. My turn. Here I come.
We've been smelling. Yeah. And
You're finished. We did it. Azure Sword. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone. We can really make weapons with this?
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
I'd rather not.
Brace yourself. This one's tough.
In a bind.
I'm grateful.
Sorry to trouble you. Would you the same for me?
Time to cross blade. You picked the wrong fight. Here I come. No escape. Azure Storm. Pierce through. It's over. Take this. Pierce through. Try harder. Azure Storm. Rending you apart. Here I come. Dragon Swarm. Sonic Thrust. Anything in armor is try harder. Take this. Dragon Swarm. Try harder. My turn. I'm not done. Sonic Thrust. Azure Storm. Take this. This one's all mine. Azure Storm.
Resonate with the earth.
Here I come. I'm not done. Eat dirt.
Bloody
Pierce through. Strike. Dragon Swarm. Azure Storm. Dragon Swarm. Azure Storm.
rending you apart.
Dragon Swarm.
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kitara.
Dragon Swarm.
Primed and ready.
Sonic Thrust.
Here's a healing
Azure
heart.
Storm.
Holy land.
Dragon Swarm.
On your can't get out of this.
Take this. Dragon Swarm. Sonic Thrust. Azure Storm. You're finished. Here I come.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Holy glimmer.
Ignite.
Ice tornado.
Negative gate.
I'm not done.
On your
Pierce through. Dragon Swarm.
Ready to go. And out of arrow.
Azure Storm.
To the fray.
Try harder. Not a chance. No escape. Azure Storm. Dragon Swarm.
They smite with
I'm not done. Sonic Thrust.
execution. I can carve through armor to everlasting darkness.
Negative gate. Dragon Swarm.
That'll bring you down. Arrow squall.
Art of being interrupted.
Dragon Swarm. Try harder. This time.
Dating wildfire.
Strike. Azure Storm. Dragon Swarm.
I'm all set up.
Not today.
Annihilation.
You're mine.
In here. Here's a healing heart.
Now we'll
I'll
never
be saving
Pierce through. Dragon Swarm.
take this.
Raging
You're
cascade.
finished.
Here.
You're mine.
Dance in the wind. In here.
Try
Here's
harder.
evil.
Dating wildfire.
Dragon Swarm. Time to let it rip. Here I come.
Blazing sword.
Azure Storm. You're finished.
Leave the charges to me.
Mega ray.
You're finished. Dragon Swarm. Azure Storm. Pierce through.
Holy glimmer. Here goes.
I owe you one. Struck.
If
Azure
it's in the
Storm.
sky, it's mine.
Pierce through. Dragon Swarm. It's all mine. Ignite. Here I come. No escape. Pierce through. Azure Storm.
Armor won't save you.
You're finished. Try harder. My turn. I'm not You're mine. Try harder. Not a chance. I'm not done.
I'm only getting started.
Here I come. Dragon Swarm. No escape. Azure Storm. Sonic Thrust. I'm ready. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
I need to be stronger.
This one will be difficult to predict.
I see one, eh? I'm going in. Bring them down. You're mine. No further. Release. Take this. I'm not done. Fire in the hole. Pierce through. Azure Storm. Time to let it rip. Here I come.
Pull myself
Fire
We'll
support!
see about that.
Swarm! Sonic thrust! Azure Storm! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm!
Here's evil.
My turn!
Lightning Orb.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
It's over! Sonic throw away! Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm! It's over!
Now.
Double me! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance!
Armor won't save you!
Crush!
Lightning blazing sword.
We're not Dragon Swarm!
Do it.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Well,
I won't forgive you.
Eat this! You're mine!
Lightning Orb.
Azure Storm!
Lightning Attack. I really don't give up.
Now you learn!
Holy Glimmer. Holy
Here I
Light.
come! Escape! Dragon Swarm! Damn it, Bennett!
Annihilation.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
It's over! Pierce through! Dragon Swarm! I can carve through armor!
It's time.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive shield.
Azure Storm! Take this! Strike! The blade inside me! Let free!
Pull myself together.
In a bind.
Take this!
Glacial Spear.
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! Azure Storm!
Now. Astral Energy.
Say no more!
Step back! This one's all law!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the...
Little help.
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Try harder! I'm not done!
Can you take it?
Dragon Swarm!
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Take this!
Now see what I can do!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the dark.
Azure Storm! Sonic Thrust!
Holy Light.
Take this!
You're mine! Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm! Eat this! You're mine! No escape! Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm! You're finished!
After being interrupted.
Elusive deity! Try harder! Not a chance!
Benediction.
I'm not done!
Here I come! Another incantation ruined.
Ready and ready!
Strike! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust!
Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Cool.
Here's a healing arc.
Take this!
First aid.
I owe you one!
Here's the
Dragon
blazing
Swarm.
cascade. Lunar corruption. Spread.
Here I go!
With the wind.
Strike!
Air thrust.
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Dragon Swarm!
On your
You're mine!
I'll smash you!
This one's all mine!
air pressure!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Eat this! Take this! Strike! Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! You're mine! Strike! Try harder!
Take this!
Holy Glimmer. Lunar Berlin.
I'm not done! Sonic Thrust! Azure Storm! You're mine!
Lightning
Dragon
Orb.
Swarm!
Light Astral. Illuminate
Sonic
the
Thrust!
dark.
Azure Storm!
Holy Glimmer. Holy
Take
Light.
this!
Seven-Eye Ultra.
Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Let it rip! I'm not done! Sonic thrust! It's over!
You're shattering us pieces! Attack time! On your lightning orb!
This one's all mine! Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm! Pierce through!
Negative
You're mine!
I'm ready!
Grimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Armor won't save you! Can you take it?
Try harder!
Nonsense! This! Take this!
It's like trying to keep up
In a
with the wall.
bind? Nothing gets by me!
It's over!
Elusive deity!
Strike! Does it hurt? Try harder! No, you can't! No escape! No escape! You're finished!
My reach is even wider!
Azure Storm!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Benediction light.
Now! Burn!
Heal!
Take it!
Being interrupted.
Azure Storm! Doubling! In an instant! Impact block!
Take this!
Raging storm!
I'm not done!
Everlasting darkness!
Azure Storm!
On your
Through!
knees!
It's over!
Anything in armor is
Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Lots of stuff.
No choice! Here I come! Burn! You're mine! Crush! I'm not...
Too late to talk over our differences?
I'm not done! You're finished! Azure Strike! Pierce through! Fall back!
Armor won't save you!
Try harder! Nonsense!
Can't get out of this!
Pierce through! You're mine!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! You're mine! I'm not done! Azure Storm! Pierce through! You're mine! You're mine! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I need to be stronger.
Go no further!
Try harder! Take it!
You think that shield will save you?
Not on my watch!
Strike! Burn! Take this!
Take this!
I can carve through armor! Like this!
Illuminate the
Dragon
dark!
Swarm!
Come forth, Holy
Azure
River!
Storm!
Holy Land!
Sonic Thrust! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Go to hell! Fall back!
Photon blast! In the wind!
Azure Storm!
Sweet now!
Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! Here I come! You're mine! Dragon form! You're mine! Bloody howling! You're finished! You're mine!
Now!
Double me! In an instant! Impact block! I'll smash you! It's over! Negative try harder! Okay! Pierce through!
Now!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! We won.
All right. Where are we going?
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
About to say, I should probably hurry on through. The door probably won't stay open forever.
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home.
I mean, she was good for it.
I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris.
It's promise.
Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. we wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people. If we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
I saw a
That person
cheeseburger.
Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
Because I'm hungry, though.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Big boss fights wasn't going to happen. Like, if you one of those things, you know you're in trouble. Oh, hey.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Level 45.
Never
Oh
known
my
Father
goodness.
to control Zoogles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core? What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogles. Then we get some answers.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Burn! Heat!
I'm not being interrupted.
You're mine!
Illuminate the
No
dark!
escape!
Fully clear!
Azure Storm! Sonic Thrust! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind it.
Guys, I'll leave it to you! Pierce through!
Arrow fall! Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
First aid! Lightning orb!
Smash you!
Raging cascade!
Try harder!
Top field!
Struck!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward! This one's mine! Holy lift!
I'm not done! You're finished!
Here, let me help. First aid!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Lunar! Lightning orb! Freezing in the wind!
No further! To be let free!
In here! Begin!
Elusive deity.
Azure Storm! Burn!
Lightning orb! Lunar
Take this!
collision!
Dragon Swarm!
Gemini onward!
Azure Storm!
Dance in the wind! Reveal!
Escape!
Damn it!
Pierce
Out of ammo! I'll be saving this! First aid!
Take this!
Arch steel!
Strike!
Dance in the wind! Melee!
Now we see what I can do. Knock it into next week.
Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm!
Catch on the wing.
You're finished!
Reflect.
Here I come!
Healing
Make it my
Dragon Swarm!
Just wait!
Sorry.
Azure Storm! Pierce through!
I'm out of ammo!
Take this!
Wind astral energy! Illuminate the dark! Come forward!
Azure
Fully
Storm!
clear!
Catch on the wing.
Holy lift!
It's all mine! What? You're mine! Take this! Burn it out! Here I come! I'm not done!
Do it!
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! You're mine!
Hey,
Hey! Sonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! You're finished!
air pressure.
No further! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Done!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine! I owe you one!
Not on my watch! Lunar Photon and lightning condemned!
Here I come! Azure Storm! Take this!
Armor won't save you.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! You're mine! Eat this!
Nothing gets by me.
You're mine! Strike! Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm!
I'll heal you
Here
all!
I come!
Elusive deity.
Pierce through! Dragon Swarm!
Pick you up!
I'll blind you with a shot.
Recover! I'll be
It's over.
saving! That'll bring you down!
Here I come!
There! Here goes! Into the
Dragon
shadow!
Swarm!
Don't suffer in silence.
Azure Storm!
Thunder Seal! Annihilation! Raging Cascade!
You're mine!
Fierce Eagle! Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of this.
Here, Cleanser! I'll be saving this one!
You're mine!
Lunar Corruption!
Azure Storm!
Here goes! Gemini Onward! That came from!
Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Tempest Thrust! Sonic Flame!
Another incantation ruined.
No escape! It's over! Ignite! Here I come! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm!
I'm almost impressed.
Our praise comes from you.
I said almost. Don't get
Elusive deity. Begin.
Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm!
Soaring blast. Kitchen light.
sorry, but
I couldn't.
it in time.
Let the marksman handle this.
Try harder! My turn! I'm not done!
Elusive deity.
Rotating dragon form!
Illuminate the storm.
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
In a vine.
Take this!
Freeze lancer. Thunder field.
Try harder!
Radiant too much. This way. To the shadows. Lightning attack. Radiant. Thunderbolt. Armor won't save you. Illuminate the dark. Concave. Holy spirit.
Rending you apart! Azure Storm!
Resonate with the earth.
My gate!
On your way. Hear me.
You're mine!
Blind you with glacial spear. Pierce evil. Illuminate the dark.
Here I come!
This one's mine.
Elusive deity! Azure Storm!
Hitting pile driver.
Dragon Form!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Try harder! No
Do it.
chance! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning! The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Oh, that seems easy enough. I always wanted to do that. Damn it, I knew you were a bastard.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzalik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Ooh, she got some thorns.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, Everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, you might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
Yeah, I'd like to save. All I did was inch forward just a minute, or just a step.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audapostrophe. You've been watching Tales of Arise on PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.